Hi everybody, Gina Marie here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am getting ready to do a reading for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Whenever you find this video, you were meant to find it. All right, Leo, let's see where the cards want to take us today. All right, Leo, if you'd like to join my newsletter, become a love and lighter, you can go to tarotbyginamarie.com. Also, I have a free Introduction to Tarot webinar, and in that webinar, I teach you the meanings of the Ace and the Ten of Cups and how to do a 3-card read totally free from me. If that's something you're interested in, then check out my webinar. It's free and it's linked in the description box below. Thank you so much to everybody who offered me birthday wishes last week. I had a fabulous birthday. Thank you so much. All right, Leo. Oh, you are not going to believe this. The overall energy of the reading. Lower your volume, everybody. Ready? Bam! We have a tower, ladies and gentlemen. We have a tower. Oh my goodness! You guys know how much I love the tower. Oh my goodness. All right, a tower is just, if you're new here, the tower is just something sudden that happens to shake us up and puts us on a different path. A tower happens for us, not to us. Sometimes it can represent a time to look at your life honestly. Oh my gosh. I know, no matter what, I always feel like either my head is crooked, the cards are crooked, I don't know. We'll get through it. All right. In your recent past, we have, let me bring my mic closer. We have the Page of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is building foundations for relationships. It's collaborations. Page of Wands is a card of communication, but it's also a card of somebody wanting something fresh, new, and exciting. Somebody's very curious, wanting to take the road not taken. Five of Pentacles is feeling lack, left out in the cold. In your current energies, Two of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Nine of Cups. The Moon, things are hidden with the Moon. Fears of the unknown. The Moon can be your emotion, it can be your intuition. Two of Pentacles, you could be juggling something or trying to put things into balance. Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups is getting what you want because you value yourself. In your potential final outcome, we have the King of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Two of Swords, you could feel like you are at a crossroads or that you're being blocked. King of Cups, he's got a lot of love for you, but you may not know it. He keeps his emotions very balanced. Page of Pentacles, this is the card of the student. You could be learning something or somebody could be coming in with an offer. Now, we have to see how all of this correlates to the Tower. So let's start clarifying. Three of Pentacles. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Now, take the reading how it resonates. Roles can be reversed. I could be talking about you or someone's energy connected to you. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Oh, why is the Three of Pentacles here? Talk to me. Talk to me about this Three of Pentacles. I know what I want to say, but talk to me about this Three of Pentacles. Okay. I know, for as bizarre as this sounds, when I was shuffling for the Three of Pentacles, I was focused on the three people on the card. And possibly that somebody, it's like somebody got in the middle of a relationship. But it's almost as if it's like we got victory over that relationship. So this could have been a relationship that you had in the past that possibly there was a third energy there. And third energy doesn't have to mean a person. It could mean past pain and hurt. It could mean this person just wasn't ready because they hadn't dealt with a whole bunch of stuff that they needed to deal with in the past. Or it could mean that there was another person involved. I don't take my Three of Pentacles card as a third party card. I don't. But I have to go with what I'm being led. And I was focused on the three people here, like there were three people in the relationship. And I feel like here we are getting victory over that relationship. So for some of you, This could either mean that the third energy left and you're now with this person, or you've gotten victory over this relationship because you're like, you know what, I'm just done. I'm done with dealing with this person and done with dealing with their stuff. Okay? That's why I tell you, take the reading how it resonates. Page of Wands. Why is the Page of Wands here? I feel like this is you wanting a new adventure, wanting something different. Why is the Page of Wands here? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I feel like, yes. Yes. This is you. Okay. Now, this might be a reading where things aren't what they seem, ladies and gentlemen. See this? See, it looks like a little crown that he's wearing, and see the little lines above the crown, like it's emphasizing the crown, like it's glowing. All of a sudden, I was drawn to the crown, and it made me feel like, okay, you weren't valued here, but this is you saying, you know what, I want to be treated like a king. I want to be treated like a queen in your relationship, as in you want to be seen. You want to be important in the relationship. Here you weren't. Here you want to be. And I feel like you recognize that, hey, you know what? I deserve to be seen. It's kind of like a Empress type of energy where it's, I recognize my value and worth, and my partner needs to recognize my value and worth because I would recognize theirs. So we're seeing things from a different perspective. And with the Hierophant here, it's being true to who you are. Here, you might not have been, but here, now you are. Five of Pentacles. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Talk to me about this Five of Pentacles. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Why? Why is this Five of Pentacles here? Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Okay. Being out in the cold because you weren't being honest about this here. Wow. Or now, I'm going to say, some of you are no longer lying to yourself about what was going on here. Five of Pentacles is being clarified by the Seven of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. And that Three of Pentacles brings me back here. So in some ways, this is you putting this out in the cold because now you're no longer lying to yourself. You're no longer going back and forth. With the Seven of Swords, sometimes for me, it's he's taken these swords, but he's leaving these two swords behind. So he has an excuse to come back. Sometimes I use the analogy of buying that 99-cent toothbrush and this person moves in with you. And all of a sudden, they bolt and they ghost. But they leave the toothbrush behind. They take everything else but that stupid toothbrush. And some of us might just leave it and be like, whatever. Well, or we may throw it away. And this person, thinking that that toothbrush is still there, knocks on your door and says, hey, I'd like to come back for my 99-cent toothbrush. And you're like, you're here for a toothbrush? It just gives them some cockamamie excuse to come back. So what I'm feeling with this Seven of Swords is now it's being out in the cold, but getting the clarity and the honesty about what was going on here. So I feel that you being out in the cold with this person possibly, or you putting them out in the cold, however it resonates. I feel like we're getting clarity about the third energy and that this wasn't ever going to work because of the third energy. Because I feel for some of you that third energy was always going to be a factor, no matter what. And I don't feel so much that it was on your end. I feel like it was on this person's end. And now you're getting clarity like, you know what? Yeah. Being true. It's like knowing that you would never be first with this person because there would always be something in the way. And you want to be first. And I'm not saying that in a selfish way. I'm saying that you want to have an adult relationship with another adult and not have to worry about being in competition with another person or their past or their pain. Can you see what I'm saying? In your current energies, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Nine of Cups. The Moon. Why is the Moon here? Talk to me about the Moon. The Moon can be fears of the unknown. The Moon can be your emotions. It can be your intuition. Why is the Moon here? Talk to me about the Moon. Yeah. Yeah, I want to say, I feel like the moon is the things that you have buried and maybe the fears that you had. Because with I have the Nine of Wands and the Empress clarifying. With this Nine of Wands, I feel like this was you hiding behind a wall of fear. Maybe you were tiptoeing around things around this person because you didn't want to, or maybe unconsciously you were tiptoeing around things because you wanted the relationship, not realizing that you weren't really being true to yourself. But I feel like the fears and the things that you kept hidden, we're no longer hiding behind the wall of fear. Here's the Empress. Remember how I said I felt like Empress energy here? Here's the Empress now. It's like knowing your value, knowing your worth. It's almost like being afraid that this person doesn't see it, but you really don't give two shits now. Let me say it like that. I hate to put it like that, but you just don't care. This is you going, you know what? No, I know my value. I know my worth. Yeah. For some reason, with this, you were hiding behind the wall of fear. Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Yeah, talk to me about these Two Pentacles. Why is this Two of Pentacles here? Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, Two of Pentacles is being clarified by the Seven of Cups and the Magician. With this Two of Pentacles, it was so much, it's putting life into balance, but no longer going around and around and around and around and around, expecting a different result with this person here. Not doing it anymore. No longer being confused, but knowing that you have options and choices. Why? Because you're the Magician. You're the Master Manifester. You have all four aces. You have everything you need to accomplish your goals. It's like if you want an adult relationship, you know you can go out and get it. This person isn't ready. We're going to leave them behind. This is you finding your value, finding your worth, realizing. It's like me saying, and I love this analogy, Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, or Glenda the Good Witch says, honey, you've had the magic within you the entire time. Here it is. It's like realizing you're the master of your own destiny and going after it. Nine of Cups. Why is the Nine of Cups here? I feel like for some of you, and I can relate, this was holding you back, and you weren't realizing it. Maybe you fell in love with the fantasy of what the relationship could be, but now it's like waking up to reality going, you know what? I need to be the Empress in my story, and not something that the Hallmark movies do, but in real life. Nine of Cups. Why is the Nine of Cups here? Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. Talk to me about this Nine Cups. Why is this Nine of Cups here? Yes. Nine of Cups is being clarified. Holy crap. Nine of Cups is being clarified by the Strength card and the Nine of Cups. What this is telling me is because you left this behind, realized that you weren't being treated the way you needed to be treated, seeing things from a different perspective, no longer being stuck. Now you're being true to who you are. Okay, let's be honest. I'm a Leo. You want to be treated like a king or a queen in a relationship. You want to be seen. You want to be heard. You want to be first. You want to feel important in that relationship to your partner because you make your partner important to you. And I'm not saying that you forego children or everybody else for your partner. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that when you're in a relationship, you want your partner to have your back just as much as you have theirs. You want that same form of respect because that's what you give. And I feel like now, since you've seen that you weren't being valued and respected here, and you see it, it's like letting the fears go. You're no longer hiding behind the wall of fear because you were tiptoeing around this because you wanted the fantasy that this person projected that you guys could have together. But it wasn't a reality because they just couldn't step forward towards it. This is you finding your worth and value, finding your worth and value. No longer going, what do I do? What do I do? You know, being stuck on that hamster wheel with this person. This is you now balancing out your life, knowing that you have options and choices. It's like getting back to the true lion or lioness that you are. Creating your own reality with this Magician, as in, you know what? I want an adult relationship and that's what I'm going for. And since you're doing that, now it's where it comes to a wish fulfillment, and I always tell you this, it's a wish fulfillment, but It's getting what you want because you value yourself. And this is you valuing yourself. This is you finding your worth. Sometimes we know we have worth and value, but sometimes we let it slide onto the back burner because of something or someone else. No, this is up to the forefront where you're like, nope, this is my value, this is my worth, and I'm not accepting anything else. And since you had the strength to do this and get rid of this, it's because you value yourself enough to let this go. Your wishes, it's like telling me your wishes, your hopes, your dreams, your desires are coming true. It's almost like the star energy. It's like the things that you've manifested in the past that you wanted are now going to come true. That's what I feel. In your potential final outcome, we have the King of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here? Yeah. Wow. Okay. I don't feel so much crossroads. I feel almost like these are two Ace of Swords. And it's like, you guys know how I love the Ace of Swords. It's like a truth here and a truth here. And with this moon makes me feel, I always tell you that the moon on the Two of Swords, when I'm drawn to it, it's like you know intuitively which way you want to go because that's the moon on the High Priestess. So I feel like there's essentially two truths for you. And you're trying to pick which one to go. But let's see what the clarifiers have to say. Why is this Two of Swords here? Why? Okay, Five of Cups. Yeah, it's letting go of what is no longer working. And when we let go of what is no longer working, it's like we let go of the conflict. And I feel like that's what you're doing here. So it's not so much mourning the loss of this, it's allowing it to just let it go, because that's the truth. Yes, I feel like what you mourn is you mourn the fantasy of what you could have had, because it was just fantasy, because this other person wasn't ever going to step up to the plate and make it reality, because for whatever reason they just couldn't. And this is you realizing, it's like Five of Wands conflict to me is, hey, where do you want to go to dinner? I don't know, where do you want to go? That's Five of Wands conflict. It's like getting clarity over letting this go and clarity about the conflict that you may have. And I feel like the conflict is you may feel, for some of you, a pull to this person because you think about the good, but you have to realize it was a fantasy that they were selling you because they were never going to be able to step up to it. So you can want the fantasy as in, I want a real adult relationship where I'm valued, where we can do all of this stuff together. You can still have that and make it a reality, but just not with this person. King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? Talk to me about the King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? Yeah. Yeah. Why is the King of Cups here? Yeah. There's the Emperor. Yeah. And there's the Four of Pentacles. Yes, it's keeping, I want to say this is you keeping your emotions very balanced. This is you keeping your emotions balanced, holding on to that cup. Here we are. Here we are as the Empress. Now here's your masculine energy coming in. And I want to say where you don't feel valued, this is you stepping up to the plate and holding back from those people. Not doing the, well, I'm going to be in a relationship with this person and I'm going to give. And if they don't give, I'm going to give even more because I'm going to show them. And hopefully they'll start matching me. And then I'm going to give even more and they might pull back or they might give a little. And no, you're done doing that. This is you realizing, look, if I'm not valued, I'm holding back and I'm out. Done. Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Talk to me about this page. Why is this Page of Pentacles here? Ooh. Uh-huh. Why is this Page of Pentacles here? Talk to me about this page. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Yeah. Wow. Oh. Okay, now. Page of Pentacles is being clarified by the King of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This King of Wands is two different people. I feel like an offer comes in from two different people, and it's two sides of the king. As in somebody who's full of pride and ego, and this could be your past person, somebody who's full of confidence and determination. I feel like that's somebody new. I feel like this person may come back, not a guarantee. Nothing in tarot is a guarantee. This person may come back because now you've kind of, in some ways, you've kind of shut the door on them, and you're like, you know what? If you can't see my worth and value, no, I'm moving forward. And they might be like, but you're not going to put up with my crap anymore? No. But. So for some of you, this person may try to come back with their, puffing up their chest with their pride and ego. For others of you, somebody confident in somebody full of confidence and determination may come through towards you. Somebody who's all full of fire and full of passion may come towards you as well. And with this wheel, I feel like that changes everything. As in, if this person tries to come back, the wheel could turn and you could be like, nope, we're shutting the door on that, done. And that could be a tower. A realization of this person, I would have wanted them to come back. I would have done anything for them to come back. But when they do, you shut the door on them because you realize they haven't changed. You have. For others of you, this person could not come back, but a new person could come in, and that could change things for you as well. As in, we're shutting the door on the past, we're opening up the door to where we're balanced in our masculine and feminine energies, and this is, I'm looking at my life honestly, and looking at this going, that realizing that this relationship helps set you up for this one. Wow. Wow, Leo, wow. Yes. Wow. All right. I'm telling you what I see and feel in the energy. But I feel that now, since you're, I don't want to say willing, but it's like now that you've kind of seen the reality of this and you've put it to rest, yes, this person may try to come back. And usually that's how it goes. When somebody new comes in, the old person tries to come back and tug on your heartstrings. But I'm going to tell you, this past person hasn't changed. They're just saying whatever they can to get back with you. And then a week or two will go by and they'll go right back to the same stuff. And you'll be like, I gave up an opportunity with somebody like this to go back. So yeah. So I feel like for you, you could have somebody from the past, but I feel like you have somebody new coming in because you're radiating differently now. All right. And that changes everything. This new person changes everything. All right. What does the universe want to tell you? What does the universe want to say? Queen of Wands. The Fool. Yeah. Wow. And the Fool is being crossed, by the Five of Swords. Yeah. Taking that leap of faith, no longer shooting yourself in the foot. This is a card of self-sabotage. I feel like you're not doing that anymore. Not taking the short-term victories anymore. I'm going to tell you, this person comes back and you take them back, you may feel like it's a short-term victory, but that's all it is. Because they're going to go right back to the same crap they were doing before. Because in order for true change to take place, you have to really want to do it on the inside. And I don't think this person is willing to do the work. Because if they weren't willing to do the work to change before, they're not willing to do it now. I feel like to them, it's just a game to get you back. I hate to put it like that, but that's what I feel. This is you taking that leap of faith forward, not being short-sighted about it. Feeling full of confidence, beauty, not arrogance, but a confidence. And now, I feel like this is you now ready to open up your heart again. Wow, Leo. Wow. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped. If you like the content that I have, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like a much in-depth personal reading with me, or if you'd like to learn the meanings of the Ace of the Ten of Cups and how to do a 3-card read totally free from me, then check out my webinar. It's free and it's linked in the description box below. Love and light, everybody.